Всем привет. Ну,
Ad
посмотрим.
Astra.
Приятного просмотра, да. Что тут успеть? Ясно. Какие щиты. Против-
Get
Задание.
back! Don't panic! Just hang in there! Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Ползавры
Judging
разбегаются в
from your
разные стороны.
clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Так вот чисто вселился во всех и победил.
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. That was a
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will...
Well...
Ну, я бы не стал таким.
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research. So please, don't be too hard on him.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them?
Вы хотите с ними сфотографироваться?
Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so... approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island. And Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait!
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Вы чего, только что эти кахалозавры чуть не уничтожили, а он до сих пор.
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karya.
Он говорил, weird flex, but okay.
Yes, thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
That's all right. Bye now! You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned.
Тоже хочет туда отправиться?
Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure! After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for us.
Но мы ничего о нем не знаем.
Oh, you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the Springs. So maybe we can start by asking some of them about it. Time's ticking, let's get started on our next adventure! But the real question is, who should we ask?
Наверное, стоит поговорить с вождем.
That's idea. If anyone, the chief of the tribe should know the details.
Видимо, у меня еще один алтарь. Как они там? Быстренько пройти. Время есть еще. Получается, кстати, если быстро будет, то можно быстро пройти. На часик где-нибудь.
Busted. No. Quietly now. Busted. Gotcha. Take it easy.
Две минуты осталось. То есть надеюсь, что задание сейчас долгое. Вот, я выполнил доп. Условия с сорняками, но времени. Давно я уже выполнял.
Ad Astra.
Слушай, нет, даже если она и
Thank
была,
you
то
for
я уже выполнил. Будем дальше квест пойти выполнять. Натовски на мапе найдите вождя народа родников. Вам становится любопытно, и вы решаете отправиться к народу родников. Расспросите вождя племени о легендах и таинственном острове. Вот сюда телепортируюсь. Пирог есть. Там еще качели легче. Вот так вот. Просто. Есть. Ладно, идем дальше. Улетим, получается, там.
Someone looking for me? Oh, why, if it isn't the traveler and her companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people. Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Netland. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory. Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so you can't just tell anyone, right?
Да, возможно, они сами не знают или не помнят.
On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, then what's the problem? Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think? Sure thing! But what do you need us to do? Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors. As the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money as some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice.
Заскамили мамонтов, получается.
The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the plan yet. Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the perfect bait because we're both tourists. Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves, right?
Ну, это точно.
You betcha! If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, she'll take them all down! Wonderful! Then here, please take this.
Мешочек какой-то.
Whoa, that's a lot of Mora. Did we already earn a bonus? There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes.
Чтобы приобретать эти услуги как раз таки.
I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own pockets. So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as possible. No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay, we'll take it from here. I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you two.
Придется драться с
Please
ужасным отрядом
remember,
это
we
делать.
need concrete evidence. I'm counting on you.
Кошелек Амины. Кошелек с монетами от Амины. Внутри деньги на борьбу с мошенничеством. Далее с мошенничеством драться. Как бороться.
Take it easy.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer.
Айман.
Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we lure those scammers out?
Говорить о таинственном острове?
Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Who the? Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already.
Айман, помни о маскировке.
Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking. Be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to reach the island. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination.
Это что, была самореклама?
Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost treasure map. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter unnecessary dangers.
Huh. He actually sounds pretty convincing.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide?
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself, worth more than any amount of mora.
smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him.
Надо не только слушать, но и смотреть, что он будет делать дальше.
All right, thank you. Then please guide us onward.
Of course! Please, follow me.
Take it easy.
Опа, как упустил получили. Ладно. Сфоткаться надо.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Ну, в общем, он будет через своих знакомых деньги вынимать.
Really? Can we?
Ahem.
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta, right?
Atta? Inside?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur. My senior here is responsible to serve. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Koholosaurs. They say that Atta has actually visited the mysterious island before. Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to get there.
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Koholosaurus elder talk?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight. In the language of the Koholosaurs, of course. But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide from the people of the Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
All right, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person. In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Koholosaur. Costs to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be quite trivial in the end.
Мне кажется, ни до какого таинственного острова мы так и не доберемся.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch.
Надо заплатить, иначе он заподозрит неладное. Одно и доказательство
Oh,
прям.
Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Koholosaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that they're scamming tourists. With that kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find another deal like this.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Лишь бы ты была довольна, Паймон.
Remember, approach them slowly. You don't want to scare Atta.
Don't worry. I will help interpret Atta's insights.
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Okay.
Ох, прикольно. А ты издает непонятный звук.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say. Oh, I see.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course! Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and proceed to the next area.
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up for free.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the Chief's Mora to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence?
Ну, давай.
Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using.
Подростковым голосом Каула вы получаете все
These
новые
guys are going
подсказки.
way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything.
Мора ваших карманов становится все меньше и меньше.
With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
Чем больше улик, тем лучше.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find a shortcut to the island.
Oh, alright, then let's get going!
Фотография с Атой. Фотография с Атой старейшиной кахалзавров. Похоже, она очень нравится Паймону. Туристическое снаряжение, рекомендованное Каулу. Единственное снаряжение, которое Каул рекомендовал вам приобрести. Оно было очень дорогое, но качественное и такое хорошее, как оно. Неудивительно. Нас тут пытаются заскамить. Кажется, мы не будем.
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal everything. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean, we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about this journey.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guide, don't you think? Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset.
Take it easy.
According to Atta's insights, this is the place. We're here.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights! Even we can tell it's fake!
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look like this?
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to continue either.
Сейчас мы им покажем.
We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activities. With these receipts, your scamming days are over.
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh? Wait, all the writing has disappeared.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down.
Жесть, конечно, у них схема тут мутная.
You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be going now.
Now he's trying to get away! Let's go after him!
Надо хотя бы ему нападать.
It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of scamming people.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just level accusations without any evidence, right?
Но это уже не важно.
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence we had. Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Ну, не совсем.
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have a special mark on them.
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs ended up in your hands, right?
Кстати, да. Ему-то мы не платили, он типа бесплатно нас проводил.
There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. So did you then take the Mora from them by force? Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even more serious crime than scamming!
You... Ugh. All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into spending a few times, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it scamming.
Ну все, чистосердечное признание есть. Прям в каталажку вести.
We have witnesses standing right here, you know.
Fine. Yes, it was all a scam.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe! I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why even bother? That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the springs ever found the treasure of the mysterious island? I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually very simple. There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach it. If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacles along the way. Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there. There's a requirement? What is it?
Неужели быть натланцем опять?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like?
Интересным, захватывающим, наверное.
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really touching story, oh, and scoring some super cool treasure at the end. And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hardships with your companions. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his closest friends. The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together.
Ну, мы вроде такие и есть.
Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends. The kind of friends you would trust with your life. So that's the key. From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. The kind that would trust each other with anything. But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met on a pure monetary basis.
Ну, судя по награде, которую дастся за это задание, можно Моалани позвать. Она, по идее, уже другом считается.
That's true. But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my home will not disappoint you. Whether it's remote islands or ancient ruins, I'm sure they can also provide you with plenty of exciting adventures. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these very ruins lies a way to reach the sky! Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily even when a place is supposedly impossible to visit.
Ну, это да.
Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just recommend finding a guide first who you could trust with your lives. A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that around here?
Но, возможно, очень скоро.
Yeah, Paimon has a good feeling about this. Then let's go check out some of the other places first. It appears you've already made up your minds. Then I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will pay you for all your help. Thanks again. Okay, bye-bye!
Вам спасибо. Интересно, кстати, за первое задание этого цикла дали, получается, не то что ли? Гильдия искателей приключений. Говорю, за первое задание дали, получается, только очков на выполнение одного поручения. Тут сразу на 4.
Add Astro. Thank you for
Ух ты. По порядку пойду я. Тут можно будет взять второй. Часть 3. Фишка для талантов. С каждой 3 дня обновляется. Вознаграждение мины. Вознаграждение от мины в знак благодарности за помощь в поимке проводнику машин. Блин, ну не хотел бы распаковывать на самом деле. Ладно, я потом посмотрю, на что-то находит. Кроме мора еще что-то есть на память. Так, ну и что получается? Я выполнил условия. Начать задание хроники племени народ родников. У вас есть невыполненные предшествующие задания. И какие же? Естественно, таинственно. И народу родников ходит древняя легенда, которая привлекала множество туристов и наконец стала известна вам. Топ-5 глава 2.
inactivities. No purpose whatsoever.
Чтобы спасти Качину, оказавшуюся в ловушке в царстве ночи, нужно сначала найти ее древнее имя. Инич говорит, что отдал все необходимые ритуальные принадлежности вождю племени потомков крови. Приезжай туда и расспросите ее. Возможно, я не успею, но попробуем тогда. Тонкий крон.
That's Wayna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chaska.
Nice to see you again, Wayna. I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wayna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Ну, вообще, да, бросать ее нельзя.
Is something wrong, Wayna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
Будь это войной.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe, too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wayna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the route.
Ага. Какие проблемы с интернетом опять? Есть. Ну ее просто. Хотя бы в игру надо перезагрузить, сейчас загрузится. Ну так вообще дела не делают. Не загрузится. Перезаходить. Такими темпами я точно не успею. Это через полчаса час собираться надо. Ходить. Собираться. А, Странно, что сейчас нельзя начать задание это.
Chaska.
Можно проскип.
Nice to see you again. I'm afraid we don't have...
Whoa, hold on a
My friend Kachina.
rescuer. From the...
That's right.
I'm sorry. The nature of
I
battle.
appreciate what you're
I thought you might...
Is something wrong? Life isn't complete without...
If you're that determined...
Thank you.
Ah, seems like you two go way back.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper. Her younger sister...
Oh, you have a younger sister.
Yes, but let's get back to business.
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night King, in that sense.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
With a little practice, I'm sure you could.
Who?
Vichama. He's got a keen...
Bichama?
He's one of Auntie Atea. Where can we...
Ever since Malk...
Thank you.
Good luck.
Отправляемся. Вечером. Вайна рассказывает о способе использования камня духов. Затем на помощь приходит Вичама, легендарный разведчик потомков.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him! Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something? What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Задумался чел.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Sitlali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
What an odd guy. He seemed so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
То если он сейчас сам попробует этого друга своего вернуть, но у него ничего не получится.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
Take it easy.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Окей.
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Слабый крюк. Слабый крюк племени потомков Крона. Довольно надежный. Просто для подъема наверх, как и для подъема наверх, так и для быстрого спуска.
Anything else I can get you?
Ахата.
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here, and we'll see what we can find.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Ну, деваться нам некуда.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for both. Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him, then? How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Bichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team, and managed to beat back the Abyss several times. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg while attempting to rescue someone.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Melko and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
Не было выбора.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malko's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better. But anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
Теневой обсидиан. Обычный обсидиан. При изделия обсидиан может использоваться в качестве древнего. Как, кстати, что получается за обсидиан за последние.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. Yeah, after Malko fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malko might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malko and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden... thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Take it easy.
Так, собираем.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Illusion shattered! Ha!
Ну это капец. Он даже сейчас не хочет грузиться после того, как я перез... Нет, у меня интернет работает, сайты открываются. Это ну что-то с Геншином. Понять не могу. Ладно, если бы у меня нигде интернет не работал. Ну, почему-то подрывает.
Did you get everything?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's
I
all
checked.
here.
I've made all the necessary.
Yeah,
As
well-
agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead. After Malco, if I had been, I've always
But that the pyro arc.
there might. All right, let's get to it. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The abyss will likely emerge.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Главный прикол в том, то, что энергия-то, видите, у меня не попала. То есть то, что я сражался, это засчитал.
Only innocent children and timid adults are scared of thunder. But you're not either of those,
Не
are
знаю.
you?
У меня интернет в этой стране не работает именно в Геншине, такой проблемы с серверами.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
И что-то точно не так.
Fire hazard!
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Illusion shattered!
Here comes the catch.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Gotcha.
Time for a light show!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Ну-ка.
Vichama!
Ну, что-то он как будто бездну уже заразился нехило-то. Ну, что-то имя нашел.
Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malko. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
Понятно. Я помогу тебе.
Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
Двигал как там себя.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Я больше не могу их сдерживать, чем на самого времени.
Malko. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seed Molly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Так, вот камень духов уничтожил.
What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speaker's stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Huh? This is...
Неужто нашел все-таки?
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words.
Ну, это жесть. Точно с Геншином проблема, у меня все открывается. То есть если бы стрим у меня не работал, еще что-то. На сам Геншин что-то.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all.
I've made all the necessary. As agreed, I'll help you. Go ahead. After Malco, if I had been there, I've always.
But that the Pyro Arc.
There might not. All right. Let's get to it. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The abyss will likely emerge in response.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Bichama mentioned. Let's get closer. Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone! No escape. The fuse is lit. Lighter, please. Lighter, please. That didn't count.
Не знаю. Думаю, как решить эту тему. Спасибо за просмотр. Удачи.